What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with the instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground exclusively there on YouTube. Like you guys know, that's going to be watching this live or after it's live and done. We're going to talk about how the Houston Rockets ended up beating the Miami Heat 102-98. The Miami Heat failed to reach 100 points again. They go to 29-40 with their record and 15-18 at home. And the Houston Rockets go to 45-25 and 19-14 on the road. The season series is tied 1-1 at this point because Miami won the first game 104-100, and then the Rockets beat them by 4, 102-98, which is kind of funny that they beat each other by 4. But the Rockets the better team tonight. Miami did win that first quarter 27-23. They won the second quarter 32-28. But the Rockets play way better in the second half, and we know that that's winning time. You definitely want to play your best basketball in the third and the fourth quarter, and the Houston Rockets was able to do that. They won the third quarter 27-21. They won the fourth quarter 24-18. Miami just didn't know where to go for offense. I had one guy tell me that it's not really that hard to slow and stop the Miami Heat in general offensively. And tonight they just couldn't find anybody besides Wiggins, really, and Tyler Hero, and of course Bam. Them their three best player, but they didn't really get much of a performance out of Tyler. If he has a bad game, they're definitely going to lose. And you can say the same thing about Wiggins because they don't really have nobody that can really go off and make shots consistently to take over a game besides those two. But actually, let's start off with the Rockets. Amen Thompson, 35 minutes, 8 of 14 from the field. He did have 18 points and 7 steals, which was crazy. He really took over the fourth quarter, getting to the basket, knocking down a perimeter shot, and playing good defense. And he's been one of their best players and one of their biggest difference makers on both ends of the court because he had 9 rebounds. He had 3 of them that was offensive. He had 5 assists, 7 steals, 1 block. He only had 2 turnovers and a personal foul, but he finished as a plus 20 and plus minus, and that was good to see. And he did all this without even taking a three-pointer. And I think that just shows you that you can still dominate the game and play the game at a high level without just taking a bunch of threes, even though that's the modern way of doing it when it comes to winning games. He also was 2 or 3 from the free throw line. Dylan Brooks didn't really do a crazy amount because he's mostly going to launch a bunch of threes. And he was 4 of 11 from the field and 1 of 7 from 3. That was the worst part of his night. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 3 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, minus 8 and plus minus with 11 points. And Alperen Sengun wasn't needed as much, but he did try to dominate this game. It just didn't work out for him when it came to shots falling for him tonight. He was 4 of 15 from the field. He was 0 for 3 because he didn't tip any. He was 0 4 from the free throw line. Even the easy shots wasn't going for him tonight, but he still found a way to get 10 rebounds, which led the team. And he also got 5 of them that was offensive, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 2 turnovers, 1 personal foul, minus 9 and plus minus. Didn't have the greatest offensive game, but he found other ways to impact the game. That's all you can ask one of your best players to do. But Fred VanVleet was so smooth today because of that 3-point shot. They gave it to him, and he said, you know what? I'm going to take that shot. That's my favorite shot anyway. And he went 9 of 11 from 3. That's hard to stop at that point, and it's going to be hard to win when somebody shoots that well from 3 because that's a lot of points to add up. And he actually was 13 of 17 from the field, showing that he can do more than shoot threes tonight. He put out a clinic. He really had a game that they needed, and is mainly for them to stay the second seed in the Western Conference. So they got to win as many games as they can, just like the other teams in the West are trying to move up to, or even trying to take their spot. 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 assists, 3 steals, 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls, a plus 2 and plus minus for Fred. And Jalen Green, he didn't shoot the ball good anyway. He was 3 of 13 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, no free throw attempts, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block for him. He was He also had 1 personal foul. He was a minus 7 and plus minus. He finished with 6 points. Easily, probably the worst game of this season for him. But his teammates had his back, and they was able to win anyway. Jabari continues to have a good influence on the game when he comes in. He was 3 of 4 from 3 and 3 of 6 from the field. He also was 2 of 4 from the free throw line. and he also has 6 rebounds and 2 turnovers and a personal foul. He was a +8 and plus minus with 11 points. Was the only guy to get in double figures off the bench in any statistical category for the Houston Rockets. Tari Eason had a good game too. He usually starts, not tonight because it was the return of Amen Thompson. He really had a big game, but Tari Eason had a solid one too. 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He did have 8 rebounds. 3 of them was offensive. He did have 2 assists and 4 turnovers in the personal foul. He was a +7 and plus minus, and he has 7 points. And then Steven Adams got some dunks to go like he usually does, and he rebounded the ball at a high level. He was 2 of 2 from the field, but he was 0 of 2 from the free throw line, so he finished with 4 points. But he did get 4 offensive rebounds and 4 defensive rebounds, equaling 8, which was a good performance for 21 minutes. And then he also had an assist and a steal and only 1 turnover and 2 personal fouls, but he was a +7 and plus minus. There was a lot of guys that didn't play tonight for the Houston Rockets, but the guys that did play was able to get it done. 39 of 84, 46% from the field, 14 of 28, 50% from three, 10 of 21, 47% from the free throw line, 15 offensive, 46 total, 14 assists, 17 steals, 4 blocks, 15 turnovers, 14 personal fouls. And then you look at the Miami Heat. They was competing. They was leading for majority of this game. They let it slip away, which is unfortunate, but it happens, and it happens way too much for the Miami Heat if we're going to be honest about it. But Andrew Wiggins was doing his jam thing. He really was, and he looked it good. He looks like a guy you can give the ball to, and he can get you a bucket. But he's been able to prove that in Minnesota. He didn't have to do it as much in Golden State, but he is going to have to do it in Miami because they don't have that much offense from other guys or guys that can create their own shot efficiently. And Andrew Wiggins is one of their better options. That would say, well, if we're going to get rid of Jimmy, we got to have somebody that can help us all offensively, especially in stadium on Dennis Schroeder. And Wiggins proved so far that he can be a number 2, number 1 option, which he showed in Golden State already when he won the title with them. But he was 10 of 13 from the field. He was driving, getting to the basket, finishing, hitting mid-range jumpers like he always have done. And he didn't take a ton of threes. He only took 4 and made 2. That's really good to see. But he was actually able to get to the free throw line a lot too and go 8 of 9 from the free throw line. He did have 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. He did have 4 turnovers and 3 personal fouls. He was a +4 and plus minus with 30. That actually led the entire Heat tonight, which is not really a surprise. Bam Adebayo, 6 of 13 from the field, 2 of 4 from three, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 1 of them was offensive, 6 assists. 2 turnovers, 2 personal foul, -10 and plus minus with 16 points. I like what I seen out of him. You just want a little bit more defensively tonight. I feel like that was part of the Rockets' game plan, just try to attack from the perimeter a little bit more and not get into that paint, because Khalil Ware did a great job of enforcing with Bam to keep him out of the paint, because he went 7 to 10 from the field, mainly paint touches. And if it wasn't that, he hit 2 open threes. I like the fact that he's setting screens, trying to do dribble handoffs, trying to get these guys advantages over their defenders, while still trying to be a weapon offensively too when he doesn't have the ball, and just being able to finish or catch and shoot is a real good blueprint to be successful in the modern day if you're big. 14 boards for him, had it the highest in the game. 2 of them was offensive, 1 assist, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls. He was a +7 and plus minus. Has been really one of the best rookies this year, and he's already a starter and showing you that he can be one of the better centers in the league because of his versatility and because of his defensive prowess. I love what I'm saying out of Khalil Ware. He's the real deal. Tyler Hero, 3 of 11 for him. He played 39 minutes. He never could get it going. He was 0-1 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He didn't even have a big assist game. He only had 4 assists and 3 boards. He did have 6 turnovers, which was way too many, especially because he just didn't create anything for himself or his teammates. He was a +6 and plus minus with 8 points. And then Jaime Jaquez, he just hasn't been that guy this year for the Heat. Unfortunately, they probably thought he was going to be better than ever, but it just didn't happen so far this year. And this year is basically almost over for the regular season as we continue to get closer to the end of it. 2 of 5 from the field, 0-1 from 3, 2 rebounds, 1 of them was offensive, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, -8 and plus minus 4 points. And then Kevin Love actually played again. He had played 6 minutes. He didn't do anything but get a personal foul. He was a -4 and plus minus 0 points. Duncan Robinson tried to score. They couldn't get him loose enough. So he was basically rendered effectless. He was 2 of 5 from the field, 0 of 3 from three. He did have 2 assists and a steal, 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls. He was a -11 and plus minus with 4 points. Haywood Highsmith, 3 of 5 from the field for him, 2 of 4 from three. No free throw attempts, but he did get 4 boards. One of was offensive with 3 assists and 4 steals, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul. He was a -2 and plus minus with 8 points. And Davion Mitchell, he was good. I like what he did, scoring wise. Was able to hit some threes and able to get to the basket and finish really decently tonight. He was 5 of 10 from the field, 2 of 4 from three, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, 3 turnovers, 3 personal fouls. He was a +4 and plus minus. He was the only guy to get in double figures in any statistical category with those 12 points that he had. And then Alec Burke, the OG, the veteran, he was 0-1 from three. That was his field goal attempt, no free throws. And he didn't do anything else but be a -6 and plus minus. The Heat did shoot really good from the field, 38 of 73, 52% from the field. They shot great from three, 10 of 24. That's 41% from three. And they was 12 of 14, 85% from the free throw line. They did get 34 rebounds. They got beat by 12 by the Rockets on that end. They also had 25 assists and 8 steals. They lost that battle with the Rockets having 17 and 5 blocks, 20 turnovers, and 16 personal fouls. The defense and the turnovers really helped the Rockets win this game, especially with the rebounding. But it's small things like that that can always give you trouble if you're a team that's trying to win and move up the standings or trying to make it to the playoffs or just in general, just trying to win as many games as you can. The Rockets have been able to do so many things well that it allows them to continue to win a bunch of games. And they're the ones that's doing a huge effort of not giving up. And this was a game where they could have just said the Heat better than us tonight. Good game. We can stay number 2 by the end of the season anyway. They still played hard. They still came and brought it, and they was able to put the ball in the basket. And the Heat just couldn't do it enough, as we have seen throughout this season. As crazy as that's gonna sound, but it was a fun, entertaining game at the end of the day, and it was just fun to see both of these teams battle it out and see who was better. And it was the Rockets. Not as a surprise because the Rockets been better than them all year, but like I said, they did lose a game to them already this year. They was able to tie it. And now we might not see these two teams play again for the rest of the season or in the playoffs. So we just have to see what they do next year, which is a long time from now. But hopefully we live it long enough to see it. Other than that, thank y'all for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you're new to the channel, I do conversation videos just like this and different various NBA only topics. I also do NBA breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. I also do my draft and draft coverage in general. If you love that type of stuff, you might want to subscribe. I got over 3,000 plus videos on my channel that you can check out and watch and enjoy. To convince you to be a fan is up to you at the end of the day if you want to do that, but I appreciate it. And I do love the fact that you show this channel interest. That's mainly how this channel got all the subscribers that it has, because people checked it out and enjoy what they seen. And that's my job, is to make great content. You guys love the content that I make. That's why y'all continue to come back and continue to watch and continue to enjoy it. I love the compliments. I love the love that I'm getting. I love the support that I'm getting. So let's continue to try to make 2025 better than 2015. That's the only goal for this channel this year. And I think it's a fun goal to have. Why not try to top one of your best years, if not the best years in that conversation? It's an iconic year for basketball because this channel is a big influence on basketball, and everybody knows that already, but it's just something I wanted to say. But you fans have made this a real possibility to live this lifestyle and live this type of way. And without y'all, it wouldn't be possible, especially with the love y'all continue to show and appreciating the content for what it is. And I do love the fact that y'all do that. Other than that, I'm gone for now. I will be back later today with more analysis, hopefully on some games that ended tonight as we get ready for the playoffs. Some of these games are blowouts. Some of these games are bad. Too many people are sitting out. Too many people not taking the season ending too seriously. So I'm going to skip a lot of them games and give you all the games that mattered and give you all the games that was good and entertaining. And I know that's bad to say, but they are sitting out themselves and they are saying we're just going to prioritize health, prioritize this, prioritize that, besides trying to win basketball games. So I got to kind of do the same, because if you're not trying, there's no point in me rewarding you guys when that's your job to do. So, you know what I mean? It's always going to be a little controversy. It's always going to be a little confusion with that, as that is the NBA player's job to do. They got to prepare. They got to go out there and try to win games. And if they're not doing that, they're not doing their job. That's why a lot of these teams have been under investigation for that reason, for sitting out players, although they're healthy. And it just doesn't make sense when we are paying hard-earned money to go to these games and to watch them on TV, which we have to pay streaming prices or cable prices to be able to see these teams and these players play, and they're choosing not to. So that's just the truth. Why the video's been not as many coming out. It's still a lot for one person because I'm going 7 days a week making videos, but it's still the truth. Just got to hear what I just felt about it, and that's it. Other than that, I'm going for now. See you guys later.